Oh, hello everybody, this is the Wrestling Show, and I am your host, The Block. Don't forget to check the description box for lots of cool links and other goodies. Okay, so I've been clicking on various videos for the past 2 or 3 days, and there's been a common subject, the Kevin Nash speaking out, him voicing his concerns, his griefs with certain individuals and just pro wrestling at large. Now, I'm going to be the only one on here, but I'm going to defend Kevin Nash. Okay, Kevin Nash is the voice of the voiceless. You all come on here like lemmings. As soon as anybody, wrestler, says something you don't agree with, or that may or may not be total BS, you come on here and you're like, Kevin Nash, what do you know? What do you know? And it's like, what do you guys know? You guys never wrestled. You know, you've never been in pro wrestling, but you're quick to hop on poor Kevin Nash. The Kevin Nash is the reason the 90s exist, okay? He was in the NWO, alright? You know, anything from South Park, you know, all this pop culture stuff. South Park, you know, Friends, any kind of music, Saturday morning cartoons. Kevin Nash is the reason all that existed, okay? So let's begin. Kevin Nash, I'm going to defend you. Because you are the voice of the voiceless. You're speaking the truth. No one else will say it. You know, we're all afraid to say these things that you say. But luckily we have you. Okay. So you do not like vanilla midgets. You're like, small guys can't really draw. They shouldn't be in main events. You're right. I've come up with a list. And this is just off the top of my head. There's so many more of wrestlers that obviously weren't able to hold up the world, you know, weren't able to hold a world title, you know, substantially, weren't able to hold a crowd, you know, capture the fans' attention and appreciation and respect. Chris Jericho, Ricky Steamboat, Rey Mysterio, Edge, Kurt Angle, Ric Flair, Bret Hart, Owen Hart, HBK, AJ Styles, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Eddie Guerrero, and Chris Benoit are just a few of the names that obviously didn't belong in the main event, never garnered any fan appreciation, never got any viewership. I mean, and that's just the short list I came up with right before this video. Kevin Nash, you're right. You know, little guys, these vanilla midgets, you know, we don't want to see that. We want to see, you know, Kevin Nash, Viscera in the main event maybe, big guys, Great Khali, Batista, you know, roid heads, Hulk Hogan. We want to see shaking ropes and 4 or 5 moves, more shaking ropes and roids and, oh, I can yell, and all that. And what else was another thing Kevin Nash pointed out? 2004 is when wrestling died. I agree. You all have to agree with this. 2004 was the worst year in wrestling. Way worse than 1995 and way worse than 2006. Okay. In 2004, not only did you have the lame Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, you know, winning title matches at WrestleMania and hugging. Oh, that's so cute. These guys that struggled on the indie scenes and were always told they'd never make it. Oh, they made it. Yay, that's such a good, feel-good story. Yay. And they're good wrestlers. No one wants to see that. We want to see freaking 2 7-footers just, and maybe a kick and a powerbomb. That's it, okay? We want to see larger-than-life characters. We don't want to see people with personalities and wrestling skills, okay? Kevin Nash has wrestling skills. He is a technical master. I mean, I can't even get into all the 4-star matches Kevin Nash was in. There's too many. I mean, basically the whole world's against Kevin Nash. This is the Kevin Nash conspiracy. That is why I'm making this video. Kevin Nash, this video needed to be made to protect your, you know, to protect your career, to enlighten the masses on how great you really are. Everyone's holding you back. You don't even have a DVD because they're conspiring against you. You know, I mean, what could they put on the DVD? Obviously, all your 4-star matches, your great interviews, and then perhaps, you know, your great promos, and then interviews from coworkers and friends saying what a great guy you are, and how you never politic backstage, and how you're not seedy, and, you know, say 1 minute, oh, maybe this wrestler's alright, and then the next minute you'll be like, oh, this guy's a vanilla midget. F people that weigh under, you know, 250. So WWE need to stop the conspiracy. Stop holding Kevin Nash down. Make a DVD. So we were talking about 2004. Yes, 2004 was obviously the worst year in wrestling. I mean, sure, you had Ring of Honor, TNA. They were upstarting. They had lots of young talent that wrestled. I mean, you were having wrestling in 2004. That's what killed pro wrestling. Wrestling matches. Good wrestling. That is awesome logic, Kevin. Why doesn't people like us, individuals on the internet, you know, grasp that concept you throw out? Wrestling, good wrestling matches, destroyed, killed pro wrestling. That is what killed pro wrestling. We need more segments, more work shoots, and swerves. Hell, what we need to do is have a swerve during a work shoot. Yes. So that's what killed wrestling, Nash? I'm beginning to grasp it. At first I was a little, I was gonna like cuss you out and stuff, but I'm like, you know what, he's right. We don't need wrestling in pro wrestling. Wrestling kills wrestling. Work shoots, maybe a blade job, and lots of swerves. So yes, all, you just need to embrace the gospel that is Kevin Nash. He speaketh the truth. He is the voice of the voiceless. Kevin Nash, I commend you for being the sole individual in not only the wrestling business, but even as an individual, as a wrestling fan. You were able to come out and say what few would say, probably because it's retarded. You know, you have such courage. Man, give this guy a Medal of Honor or Purple Heart or something. I mean, that is true bravery. Coming out and just saying total, you know, the total truth. It's obviously not BS. And it's not because you're an old man and you're either jealous or bitter. It's because it's the truth, and the truth hurts, and that's why everyone's on here making videos bashing you. But Kevin Nash, here at The Wrestling Show and WrestlingRevolution.com, we salute you for your honor, integrity, and truthiness. You are a true American hero.